true or false, you can't make sales without reviews.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so here's the deal. If that was the case, you'd never be able to sell. You'd never be able to get started. Now, is it going to be easier? Are you going to convert higher when you have reviews? 100%. So the question comes down to, well, what do you do to get sales, right? And to get reviews. So I think it comes down to, in the very beginning, having a really, really well optimized listing. And I don't mean optimized in the standpoint of all of your keywords are right and all of that stuff. I think you focus a lot on your images. I think you focus on your store, your shop, your about section, your announcement section, everything that you can do to make that person come through and feel as though they are buying from a reputable company, even though it might be new. And so I think it really does come down to that. That's also where I think it's going to come down to, you're going to need more views to that listing than you are in the future. And that's where Etsy ads will come in. And you're really just trying to get those people that they'll buy even if they don't get a review. But then with that being said, I would also lean into the people that do buy. I'd be reaching out to them and saying, hey, hopefully everything, arrived okay. Everything that you expected. If you have any questions, let me know. Like, trying to be really, really overly, supportive. So this way here, they will naturally leave you a review. So I think that is false. You don't have to wait until you have reviews, or else you wouldn't be getting any sales ever.
Obviously, this one is false. If you had to have reviews to get sales, no one would ever get sales, right? Like, let's use a little bit of common sense. And I know that common sense can be dangerous and it's not that common, but if you needed reviews to get sales, period, and that's kind of how this is pushed, then no one launching a new product would ever get sales, right? And so, yes, does having reviews tend to lead to more sales? Yes. Why is that? Because they help boost conversion rate. But Etsy specifically, and this is something that a lot of other marketplaces don't do, Scott. Etsy specifically, if you ever go to a product, if that seller has reviews on any other product, they show you the reviews for the other products that people have purchased. Why is that? Because they know that most people aren't going to read the reviews anyway. And they just look down, they see that there's a bunch of people that gave a 5-star review, 4-star review, whatever it is. That gives you enough of a conversion rate boost to then be able to get sales on the new product. Stay far, far away from have your family buy it and give you a review. Why is that? Well, I haven't dug through the Etsy terms of service specifically, but I guarantee you that there's something in there about manipulating their search algorithm and getting your account shut down, right? What is that? That would be manipulating the search algorithm. Right? That's exactly what that is. And even if it's not spelled out, don't ask your family to do stuff and then send them money via Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, right? That was something that was really popular in Amazon in like 2013, 2014, right? Because people had this same myth that you can never sell a product unless it has a review. That is something that is not just potentially dangerous to your account, but it's also counterproductive. Why? Etsy is looking at who's buying those products. One of the things that is a ranking factor for them, if you pull up your Etsy account, Scott, and I pull mine up and we type in the same keyword, the search results are not going to be the same. There is some personalization that they put into this. And if we send garbage traffic or people who aren't actually interested into the product, and that then sends a buyer signal to Etsy, and Etsy goes, okay, it looks like this person who's Scott's cousin who buys cat toys on Etsy normally, but they bought this. So I'm just going to show this to all of the people who normally buy cat toys, even though this is a giraffe or whatever. I don't know. Giraffes aren't pets, but you guys get where I'm going with this, right? They're not related to the people who would buy this normally. That actually is a negative when they start trying to rank us for keywords and show us to the right people, because we've then sent unqualified buyers to it. We've sent a bad signal to Etsy and they don't know the difference. So they're looking at that and saying, let's put it in front of these people. And then nobody buys. Guess where we end up? At the bottom of the search results. So stay away from that. Don't worry about reviews. Reviews will come with time. The thing that leads to reviews, to Scott's point, sales and good customer service. If you do those two things, then you will get the reviews and they will come. And even 2 or 3 reviews is enough for most products to kind of be at their optimal place from a conversion rate perspective, especially somewhere like Etsy where the volume is not millions of units a day, right? So I wouldn't even think about it, quite honestly. Focus on creating products that have demand And then when someone buys that product, give them a great customer experience. If you do those two things, the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah. And I want to just underscore and highlight that last little bit that Chris said. Customer support is key. It's huge. And on Etsy, it's to me even more so because I mean, my wife will be communicating with Marlene from Ohio, right? Like literally like communicating with these people. And that's what the Etsy platform has really the Etsy buyers, that's what they expect. So really, really focus on the customer side and the reviews will come.